Okay, Dad, I'm going to teach you how to wind the bobbin for your machine. Yours should be pretty similar to mine because it's a FAF also. This is the inside of the top lid. You'll see that there's the post where the spool of thread sits on. That's usually where I wind my bobbin from. Unless I'm in the middle of a project, then you can wind it from the second post. That way you don't have to stop what you're doing. You can wind another bobbin, in the middle of a project or before a project without kind of undoing everything. Then you don't have to stop. So, okay, I'm not going to use that one right now. So here's your thread. Oops, gotta get a hold of it. Okay, and you're going to wind it through this little guide. There's a little click again, and then you wind it through this tension disc. And same thing, when you come around this disc, there's going to be a little click. Yeah, there you go. There's the click. Okay, and you're going to kind of feel that tension there. And you're going to stick your bobbin on the post and turn it kind of gently, and it'll kind of click right into place. The bobbin has these little holes on the bottom that's going to attach to that little black. There's like an additional tiny little black post. So you just kind of gently turn it till it clicks into place. And you take the tail of the thread and you're just going to wind it around, 10 or 15 times to kind of get it secure. Oops, put it back in place. Okay. Probably want to trim this. All right. Then you're going to slide this disc over, kind of clicks into place. And when your machine is normally engaged, when you turn the manual feed, you have all this action on the needle and bobbin side. So what you're going to do is you're going to disengage this. You're going to hold this still and click the center disc backward. So once that's engaged, then you should, when you hit the presser foot, the bobbin should start to spin. So I'm just going to kind of tap my foot and make sure that's happening. Mine's not working right, so I'm going to kind of click it into place again and just check. Okay, so my problem was my bobbin wasn't pushed all the way down. So I pulled it back this way, I wiggled it, make sure it was all the way down, and then crossed it over. You can see it kind of overlaps that little plastic piece. That's kind of going to tell you when the bobbin's full. When that plastic piece starts rubbing against the thread on the bobbin, then you're going to be done. Okay, so now back to the presser foot. You're going to push that presser foot and you should see the bobbin spin. Good, so it's going fine. And then so you can really just kind of put your foot down and let it fly. Sometimes I do a little guide to make sure it goes up and down, so it's not like being unevenly loaded. So when you're finished, you're going to do everything in reverse. You're going to click that over, pull the thread off. You can break the thread. So it's off. You come over to the side of the machine and you click it back into place, and you can double check that that manual feed is engaged by turning the knob. You'll hear click. You hear that? Click. And then come back over here and then thread your machine normally. So I'll go back over how to thread the machine because I know I didn't have hands-free really to show you the last time. Okay, so you're going to take your thread. First you have to spin the wheel until this lever is up. And you're going to take this thread and wind it around that first little hook, down, and then back up through that groove, around from left to right, and then back down. And then there's a little hook here that you've got to get around, and it'll kind of snap into place. And then you can use your manual lever here. The thread goes around the kind of point on the bottom, and you push that little threader right through the hole on the needle, and then pull it through and release, and you've got a threaded needle. Sorry, I dove to the side there. Okay, and then so you have a better view of loading the bobbin. So here I've got the bobbin, I've got the thread coming around the top, so it's kind of coming over clockwise, and you throw it inside the bobbin case and you thread it around that little hook so the tail's coming out. When you pull the thread, when it should go clockwise when you're looking at it face up. To load it in the machine, you're gonna, I think you know how to do this, pull this lever back, slide it in, and once it locks in, then you let it go. Then to get the bobbin thread to the top, you're just gonna manual feed the thread down and up. And once you see that loop, see how that loop of thread kind of goes around? Just kind of gently tug on it until it comes through the top and you can pull it through, okay? And then now you've got your thread in the right position to start sewing. You kind of always want that thread to go through the presser foot, like not above it, or you'll get tangled. Not like this, so it has to go down and behind. And this one's gonna be down and behind. All right, that's it.